Oh, hello again. Today's prog review, we're going to be looking at Brian Eno's new album, Drums Between the Bells, and discussing whether or not it's any good. Well, some of you are probably debating already, is Brian Eno progressive rock? I would say by nature that everything he does tends to fall on the side of musical progression, and that's why I'm going to review it. And if you haven't checked out any Brian Eno previously, maybe you want to give this one a go. Try something a bit different. Now, I wasn't going to buy this record when it was first announced. I wasn't too impressed with his last release, A Small Craft on a Milk Sea. I found it, it just didn't engage with me. I found it a bit samey in places. It just felt like he was treading water, even though it featured one of my favourite guitarists at the moment, Leo Abrahams. And Leo Abrahams pops up a little bit on this new record, and the two records are quite different. It was only when I heard some of the demos that had been put out before the album's release that I changed my mind and thought, well, no, I think I should check this out, because it featured spoken word narrative and the words of a poet, his main collaborator. I'll just get the box because I've forgotten his name. Rick Holland. Rick Holland does the words, and Brian Eno does the music, with guest appearance from Leo Abrahams and Seb Roachford, the drummer, with a jazz outfit called Polar Bear, which I quite like. And when I heard that it was going to be a spoken word thing, it instantly made me think back to his album Drawn from Life, which he made with a guy called J. Peter Schwarm, who I think is a percussionist. I think that was released in 2000, I believe, and that featured lots of vocal samples on it, which I quite liked. So yeah, I picked this one up and listened to it, and I was immediately engaged with it. Yeah, I mean, some of the music on it, some of the tracks are, familiar Eno territory. You have his, the opening track. Let me see what the opening track is. This is where I refer to my notes. Bless This Space features Seb Roachford on live drums, and it's a very rhythmic, beaty, jazzy kind of thing, very similar to what you'd hear on his NerveNet album, and it features Brian Eno himself talking over it, the words of Rick Holland. And yeah, it's quite engaging. It's only as you go through the journey of the music that you realise that you're into slightly different territory. It's quite a transportative record if you have it on headphones. I mean, that's what I tend to listen to a lot of music on headphones. It really does ease your mind and transport you away. It becomes quite hypnotic, and the words have levels of meaning. You can kind of dip in and out of them, and I found it a very calming record. I mean, would I recommend it? Probably not to the average punter, because they're going to go, oh, this is a load of pretentious old wank. But I like a bit of pretentious old wank now and again, and I think it's good for people to try new things. But yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed the calming effect it had on my spirit. At the moment, I think there are 4 or 5 different versions of it's available. I think you can get it in standard CD or for download. But you might be interested in buying the deluxe edition if you're an Eno fan. The deluxe edition comes with a lovely hardback book, which features a little essay by Brian Eno explaining why he wanted to do this record, and it's makes nice reading. There's some nice artwork, but more importantly, you get all the words, you get all the poems of Rick Holland. So if you wish, you can read them separately. I wouldn't necessarily recommend you reading them along to the music, because you'll end up being distracted, but you might, when you have a quiet moment, want to read the poetry separately from the music, and so you end up with something that, like I said, has different layers of meaning. interesting enough, what you also get with the deluxe edition is a second CD, which contains the instrumental mixes of the music without all the words. So if you don't like the words, or if you just want to hear how different it feels without the words, you've got the second CD to fall back on. There's also a vinyl release, which comes in a lovely sturdy package, which again, if you are a lover of vinyl, it might be worth you picking up. I know on the Bleep website, which is the web shop that's handling Warp Records, you can get the deluxe CD and the LP in one bumper package for £35, which is nice. But what interestingly you also get with that is, if you buy the LP, you also get access to the 24-bit wave downloads. So you have the superior recording version of the music if you're an audiophile and you have super sensitive ears that moans about compression of MP3s. You know you are. You know you're out there. They're the sort of people that have the same kind of hearing spectrum of a dog. So when somebody blows one of those silent dogs whistles, they raise up on their back legs and start barking. Those are the kind of people who moan about MP3s and audio compression codecs. Ugh. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, I mean, I really liked it. I thought it was a very good piece of work. Yeah, it's not exactly groundbreaking. Eno doesn't come up with another Green World. It's very much Eno doing what he does best and producing a solid piece of art, and that's what you get with this. It's less music, more art, more installation. You could probably imagine this record being used as the basis of an art installation, of it playing in the background. So yeah, I recommend it. Not for everyone, like I said, you may find it a load of pretentious wank, but I liked it, so I'm gonna give it a good rating. Yes, this is the highest rating of my prog review so far. I'm going to be giving this 5 warm jets out of 5. That's 5 warm jets out of 5. My name is Darren Locke, and you better prog on.